Hey YouTube, I got a question about laserdiscs. Somebody didn't know what they really were, so I thought I would do a quick video about what laserdiscs are if you don't know already, and a little info about them. Um, so I just got one of them from my collection. I have about 100 different ones. This is my Star Wars right here. I don't know if you can see it. I have a really shitty webcam, so it's not going to show up that well. But this is what they look like. They would look exactly the same as a record that you would find in the store. The only difference is it's going to have the Laserdisc logo right there, or well, anywhere on the disc there's going to be a Laserdisc logo. But you know, you open it up, it looks just like a record would. You open it up. Some of them are gatefold like this, and they have a lot of cool artwork and information. Not all of them are like this, but it's kind of common. The back has information about the chapters and a little story, just like the back of a DVD case would have. So I'm just going to go ahead and pull this out of here and show you guys what these look like. This is what the discs look like. They come in plastic sleeves like this to protect them from getting scratched and whatnot. So here's that, and they're all two-sided. And how these work is they if they're there's two different qualities of laserdisc that you can have. If the high quality ones are called CAV, and they only fit 30 minutes on each side of the laserdisc. So this Star Wars has two discs, and there's 30 minutes on each side of these. So you literally have to flip this while you're watching the movie. So that's pretty stupid. That's how they started off, but then they started making laserdisc players that the laser will flip around inside the machine and play both sides of the disc, so you don't have to get up and flip it over. But they also made lower quality ones for less prestigious films that would fit 60 minutes on each side of each laser disc, so you could get 2 hours in one disc, and then you wouldn't have to, you know, mess around with two of those. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys my player. I'm trying to use my laptop here, so it's kind of ridiculous, but bear with me. So here's my player right here. Let me just I'm making this kind of awkward, but opens up just like that. Take your laser disc right here, pop it right on in there. Try to get a good video of that. Close it up. And then it just plays like a regular video would play. It loads up. It takes a minute to track it, because usually Laserdisc players play CDs, video CDs, and Laserdiscs, so it has to read which type of format you have on there. This isn't picking up the color very well. It's really bright. Let's see if I can. It's really bright on my camera. Like I said, I'm using my cheap webcam, so it's not going to show that well. But I'll just zoom in on my player a little bit here. It has a knob over here for fast forwarding, so you just turn that and you can fast forward. It's got you know, the basic stop, eject, whatnot. You know, it says what chapter you're at, what time you're at right here. You got your basic power button. In the back, it's just basic RCA cables, red, white, and yellow. And I mean, there's really not that much to it. I mean, it's the same as a DVD player would be, really. It's got, in my opinion, man, it's just not showing up very well at all. I apologize for that, but I don't know. That's Laserdisc for you. And why a lot of people haven't heard of this is because they're mostly popular in Europe and Asia and such. That's where it was really widespread over there. We mostly did the VHS in the United States. because it was a lot cheaper. But you know, on the other side of the world, laserdisc was really popular. Not so popular here. Really expensive to buy laserdiscs. A lot of them, you know, upwards for like $80 for a disc or something like that. Not a lot of people wanted to play that, but it did have a lot more superior quality, which you cannot see on my crappy webcam. But you're just gonna have to trust me. Good quality. Um, Definitely lasts. It lasts a lot longer than a VHS would. I mean, if you play a VHS tape, you know, like 30 times, it's gonna wear down the tape and it's gonna break. It's gonna eat up your tape, so that's bad. With laser discs, you can play them a thousand times, and usually they're pretty good to go. But there's some problems with laser discs, and it's not from being overplayed, but it's known as laser rot. And what that is just when the discs are just sitting for a long time, some of the chemicals that were used when they like pressed the disc together or something like that starts to decay. Uh, you know, the little grooves in the disc, and it's gonna totally screw up your laser disc, and you won't be able to play it anymore. So that's not that common. I mean, for some reason, some companies it was more prone to than others. It depends how they were made, I think. And laser discs were uh, pressed between two clear pieces of plastic. So you know you have the disc originally, and you know they laser the grooves into it where the laser would read the file and such, and then that was pressed between two pieces of clear plastic that totally protect it from getting scratched at all. You can rub like poop and like get your fingerprints and like scratch it, and it'll still play fine because it's got such a thick plastic uh, plastic disc that it's wedged between, that you have no problem of doing that. With DVDs and stuff, when they just put like a little coating of like really thin film that they paint onto DVDs and stuff. So like you scratch right through that, and that's not good to go. Blu-rays have the technology where they put the plastic disc back on. For some reason we skipped that. Laserdisc did it. They put the plastic disc on, and then DVD did not do it. They got all cheap and they just put like the little coating on the disc, and so like you can scratch that and it gets all jacked up. And then Blu-ray brought it back, and so now Blu-rays, you know, are gonna last a lot longer than DVDs would for sure. But what else should I say about this? That's most of it. The biggest producer of Laserdisc is Pioneer. Almost every Laserdisc you're going to come by is going to be made by Pioneer, which is an amazing company for sure. You got big confidence when you're going with Pioneer. So the model I have is a CLD D701, and it's one of the newish, not one of the most new age ones, but you can tell the difference between ages. The very original ones had it so it opened up on top like an original PlayStation would. You know, it just opens up and you put the disc, boom, right in there and push it down, and then they started doing the eject trays, which came out, and then you would have to flip over the disc 30 or 60 minutes through the film, and then they figured out how to fix that by having the laser inside rotate, so you're playing it from the top, and then as soon as it gets to the end of it, it'll take the laser, and the laser will slide to the bottom and flip over, and it'll play the underside of the disc. So really smart technology there. I have two Laserdisc players currently, and they both work great. There's a little problem with my eject feature. Sometimes it gets stuck, but that's about it. But the quality's awesome. It's really fun to collect for these. They've got, in my opinion, that's one of the coolest things about them, is just like the huge cover art you get to see on these. You know, it's just really gorgeous. It's got a big landscape for them to put a lot of art on, and I really like that about this format. And it's pretty much obsolete right now, and there's not a lot of places where you can get Laserdiscs anymore. The only place I know in my area is Half Price Books, or like old record stores and video stores sometimes have them. Usually they cost, the cheapest Laserdisc I've seen is like $3. I got this one for $3. Yeah, this one was $3 at Half Price Books. All the way up to, I mean, the most I've seen them for is like $20 or something for one, and that would be like the Fantasia, which is like 4 discs, or Jurassic Park, or Terminator 2 Judgment Day. Those are all like $20 because they're like box sets. They've got 4 discs in them, which, you know, let me grab my Jurassic Park real quick. Here's Jurassic Park. I just want to show you how fat it is. You open this up like this, and inside you got all these discs in here. Actually, there's only 3 discs. There's 3 discs, and they're all inside here. And then there's a little art on the inside there. And boom, that's that. So that's pretty much my rundown of the Laserdisc format. If you got any more questions, I might be able to answer them. If not, just Wikipedia that shit. I mean, that's where it's at. So thanks for watching. I hope this was pretty informative. And yeah, check out my channel. Bye-bye.